Right now on Good Morning America First Look, new details about the daring rescue of a U.S. airman who ejected from a fighter jet shot down over Iran and fought to survive while being hunted by the Iranians. Why the U.S. feared Iran was laying a trap and where a special operations team found him. And now President Trump escalating his threats, setting a new deadline for Iran to open the Strait of Hormuz, Iran responding overnight. Mission to the moon. Today is the day we've been waiting for. The Artemis crew is about to reach the far side of the moon. What they'll be doing in ships, the preparation for a communication blackout, and how they're practicing with special survival suits. One-on-one with Little House on the Prairie actress Melissa Gilbert. What she's telling our George Stephanopoulos about the child sexual abuse charges her husband, actor Timothy Busfield, is facing. Plus, we hear from the pilot of this plane as he decided to make this emergency landing on a busy highway. The new controversy for rapper Kanye West as he stages a comeback with a new hit album. A close call involving a wolf and a toddler at a popular zoo. National champions.
UCLA is back on top!
The message from UCLA's coach after their historic national title win. And a simple act of kindness by a Domino's pizza delivery man, and now a very big reward.
From ABC News, this is Good Morning America First Look.
Good Monday morning, everyone. I'm Sophie Flay.
And I'm Battah. We begin with a new deadline in the war against Iran, the clock ticking down until tomorrow night.
Just hours after announcing that daring rescue of a U.S. airman shot down over Iran, President Trump has now issued what may be his sharpest warning yet to Iran's government. Overnight, Iran responding to a new deadline from President Trump, who's threatening to bomb Iranian power plants and other infrastructure unless the Strait of Hormuz is opened by tomorrow night. Iran's Navy Command now posting on social media, the Strait of Hormuz will never return to its former state, especially for America and Israel. The response coming hours after President Trump's profanity-laced threat warning, Tuesday will be Power Plant Day and Bridge Day all wrapped up in one. Trump ordering Iran to, in his words, open the expletive strait, you crazy expletive, or you'll be living in hell. He signed off with the words, praise be to Allah. Trump later telling ABC News, if Iran does not make a deal, we're blowing up the whole country. Experts warn bombing civilian infrastructure could be a war crime.
This could turn into more of what would be a total war. And essentially, there is no target off limits. And that is something that we've tried to avoid since the end of World War II as an international community.
Some Democrats blasting the president.
Donald Trump has gotten us into this reckless war of choice without ever clearly laying out the strategic objectives, the plan, how this is designed to actually make life better for the American people.
Well, some Republicans say it's about time.
If you don't undertake the conflict, if you just step back and watch, as the Obama administration was going to do while Iran became a nuclear power and they became North Korea, we wouldn't be looking at the Strait of Hormuz. We'd be looking at what's, having Europe be at risk.
The heightened rhetoric comes as we learn new details about the rescue of a U.S. airman trapped deep inside Iran. Hundreds of special operations forces carried out the nighttime raid to bring him home. One of two on board an F-15 Strike Eagle shot down Friday. The pilot was rescued in hours, but the weapons systems officer spent more than a day hiding from Iranian forces in a mountain crevice.
This is an incredibly perilous situation. You've got to locate them. You've got to assess their mobility, assess their health status. Are they compromised? Are they, is there any other threats around them?
It was during the mission that the colonel made a brief radio call. President Trump claimed the pilot said, "Power be to God." But a U.S. official now confirms the actual message was, "God is good." Trump says he was initially thrown off by the unusual message, worrying Iran might have been using it to lure U.S. forces into a trap. During the rescue mission, an A-10 Warthog was shot down. That pilot ejected after flying to Kuwait. And two U.S. aircraft suffered technical malfunctions and were deliberately destroyed by U.S. troops to avoid them falling into Iranian hands. Meanwhile, Iran and the U.S. have now received a proposal for a 45-day ceasefire that would reopen the Strait of Hormuz. The proposal is from Egypt, Pakistan, and Turkey. No response yet.
Gas prices are rising as the financial markets react to President Trump's new threats to Iran. ABC's Olivia Rubin has the details. Olivia, good morning.
Hannah, good morning. Oil prices are up overnight and stocks are down as Wall Street gets back to work after the holiday weekend. The president giving Iran until 8 p.m. Eastern tomorrow to reopen the Strait of Hormuz. And in response, oil prices rising again about 3% overnight when trading began. Now, AAA says the average gas price in the U.S. rose yesterday to $4.11 per gallon. That's 89 cents higher compared to just a month ago. Now, 8 members of OPEC Plus have agreed to increase oil production next month, but it's unclear how exactly that extra oil would be delivered if the strait is still closed. And now Iran threatening to close yet another important shipping channel, this one in the Red Sea. It's called the Bab al-Mandeb Strait off the coast of Yemen, where Iran-backed Houthi rebels have operated. A top Iranian official warning the flow of global energy and trade can be disrupted with a single move. But even if this was to be resolved, the war soon, experts say that it could take months for markets to recover. Sophie.
Olivia, thank you. One of the popular prediction markets is apologizing for allowing bets on the fate of the U.S. airmen shot down over Iran. Polymarket says the wager never should have been posted and does not meet the company's standards. A member of Congress called it disgusting. Let's turn now to the Artemis II mission to the moon.
Yeah, today's the day we've been waiting for. Those astronauts will reach the far side of the moon, but they'll be doing a lot more than just catching a glimpse of it.
The Artemis II crew is just hours away from the moon, a mission more than 50 years in the making.
It's a magnificent accomplishment to be up here, to see the moon, to see the Earth, and to know that we are between those two celestial bodies.
Today, the crew is expected to travel farther from Earth than any humans before them.
We will reach the farthest distance from Earth at a distance of 252,760 miles. That's 4,105 miles farther than Apollo 13.
Overnight, the crew completed a short course correction burn, fine-tuning Orion's trajectory as it entered the moon's gravitational zone and set a path to swing around the far side of the moon. During the flyby itself, the astronauts will work in rotating pairs, trading off about every hour to manage duties, taking photos, and gathering scientific data. The astronauts will capture images of craters and lava flows, places never seen by the naked eye. They'll also take photos of Earth and other planets visible in the distance. Mission Control is expecting a 40-minute communication blackout as Orion passes behind the moon. The crew is making final preparations, practicing with their survival suits, learning how to put them on and take them off in microgravity. These suits, built for the most dangerous moments, can help keep them alive for up to 6 days inside the capsule if needed.
If they had to spend extended time in those orange suits, how would they practice drinking their protein shake or delivering medication? And how would you set up the seats in Orion while you're wearing the bulky suits? These are things that they would need to do in a contingency, and we wanted to be able to practice these before if we found ourselves in a scenario where we would need to do them.
The lunar flyby is expected to start at 2:45 p.m. Eastern today and last for about 7 hours.
Now to our exclusive interview with actress Melissa Gilbert, her first sit-down interview since her husband, Timothy Busfield, was charged with criminal sexual contact of a minor. Melissa Gilbert tells our George Stephanopoulos she has no doubt her husband is innocent.
I know this man in my bones. No one knows him better than I do.
In February, Timothy Busfield was indicted by a New Mexico grand jury on 4 counts of criminal sexual contact with a minor. He's pleaded not guilty and is set to go on trial next year. The charges stem from allegations that he inappropriately touched a child actor on the set of a TV show he was directing called The Cleaning Lady when the child was between 7 and 8 years old.
Our marriage has, we've had a lot of ups and downs. We've been through struggles. We've had our own issues to deal with, and we've worked through everything. He is nothing if not completely honest with me. I trust him.
Busfield's attorneys claim the parents of the twin child actors on the show blamed Busfield when their sons were recast and wanted revenge. ABC News reached out to the parents of the children, but did not hear back.
What has this whole episode been like for you?
Hell, this has been the most traumatizing experience of our lives. Our life as we knew it is done. We are grieving what we had. All of our plans, all of our dreams, all of our ideas, all of our projects. For Tim, it's done. He's canceled. Even if he's exonerated, he will always be that guy the last person in the world who would hurt a child. But I will tell you that there is a practical side to this, and we do have to be prepared for all scenarios.
Later on Good Morning America, George asks Gilbert about two women who accused Busfield of assault in the past.
Time now for your Monday weather.
Good Monday morning. We're waking up to some frost advisories over parts of the Ohio Valley where wind chills are going to be down around the freezing mark. Even in Philadelphia and New York City, wind chills down in the 30s. 27 will be what it feels like in a place like Boston. And actual temperatures, yes, they'll be below freezing. Minneapolis and Chicago, no big surprise there, especially as we head into Tuesday. But that cold air reaches the East Coast, so even by Wednesday, down around the freezing mark at a place like New York City. Mainly dry, but a couple of snow showers could be impacting areas from the Great Lakes to far northern New York and New England. Meteorologist Jeff Smith, ABC News.
Coming up, actress Tori Spelling and 7 children involved in a car crash.
Also ahead, what the pilot told air traffic control before making this emergency landing on a highway.
And a close call at a popular zoo's wolf exhibit. Why the parents of a toddler now face charges. Back now with Beverly Hills 90210 star Tori Spelling involved in a crash in Southern California. Images from TMZ show the scene in Riverside County. Officials say Spelling, 4 of her children, and 3 of their friends were taken to the hospital with minor injuries. The other driver allegedly ran a red light.
Now to Pennsylvania, and something drivers definitely don't see every day.
I've got partial loss of power.
A heart-stopping dive directly into morning traffic on a Pennsylvania highway. Dashcam video captures the moment a small plane drops out of the sky, touching down on Interstate 78 near Allentown.
Looks like you're descending. The highway's just off your right. Yeah, I don't want to land on the highway. In that area, the highway's the best thing I got.
Running out of options and altitude, the 65-year-old pilot from Michigan brought the plane down into the eastbound lanes, safely dodging Saturday traffic.
His wings were literally from almost the center median to the grass on the other side. He didn't look like he was freaking out. He was just looking straight ahead.
The flight had just taken off from New Jersey en route to Indiana before suffering engine problems. Traffic was detoured for hours while crews towed the aircraft to a nearby airport.
This is probably the best possible outcome for this type of incident that we could see. And everybody worked together, I think, very well to do something that we don't run into every day.
The pilot and the passenger escaped without being hurt.
A toddler was injured after sticking their hand into a wolf enclosure at a zoo in Pennsylvania, and now the parents are charged with child endangerment. Police say the 17-month-old crawled under a fence at a zoo and reached into the enclosure. A wolf grabbed the child's hand by its mouth, but bystanders quickly intervened. Police say the parents were 30 feet away and apparently on their phones at the time.
Coming up, a special Easter gift from Chicago for Pope Leo.
Also ahead, the new controversy for rapper Kanye West as he stages a comeback with a new hit album.
We're back with Pope Leo's Easter call for peace. The American-born Pope sharing that message in his first Easter as the leader of the Catholic Church. Leo saying peace should be pursued by dialogue, not force. On a lighter note, the Pope's beloved Chicago White Sox won all 3 games over the holiday weekend, their first 3-0 start at home since 2004.
A new controversy involving rapper Kanye West just as he marks a major turnaround with a new hit album and sold-out concerts. Here's ABC's Allison Cossack.
This morning, as he tries to stage a career comeback with his latest album, Bully, debuting at number 2 on the Billboard 200, new trouble for rapper Kanye West, who now goes by the name Ye. 2 major sponsors, including Pepsi, are now pulling out of a summer music festival that he's set to headline in London.
I would say the festival is doomed. I'm surprised it hasn't been canceled yet.
At issue, the disgraced 48-year-old's history of anti-Semitic outbursts and various activities glorifying Nazis, including a song last year with Hitler in the title.
I could say anti-Semitic things and Adidas can't drop me. Now what?
Back in 2022, brands including Adidas, which helped make his shoe and clothing line a multi-billion-dollar business, severed ties with him, a major blow to his bottom line. Earlier this year, ahead of his new album release, he took out a full-page ad in the Wall Street Journal, apologizing for his past remarks, saying his comments were because of a frontal lobe injury diagnosed in 2023 and bipolar disorder, saying, "I lost touch with reality." But with anti-Semitism on the rise here at home and abroad, British Prime Minister Keir Starmer now speaking out, calling it deeply concerning that the rapper was booked for this summer's Wireless Festival.
I'm just saying how I feel, man.
The London controversy could derail a comeback, recently boosted by his 2 sold-out concerts in Los Angeles.
Live Nation partnered on the show, and Spotify has reaccepted him. Fans are enormously forgiving. There are still R. Kelly fans out there. There are probably a lot more R. Kelly fans who are listening to his music in their earbuds and maybe not letting people know that that's what they're listening to.
Other sponsors, including Budweiser and PayPal, are now under pressure to withdraw from the Wireless Festival. Kanye has not yet commented. Sophie, Hannah?
Allison, thanks. Coming up, an act of kindness by a Domino's pizza delivery man and how he was rewarded.
You're going to want to stick around for that one. But first, the message from UCLA's coach after their historic national title win. Time to check the pulse. We begin with this quote. It's beyond my wildest dreams.
That's from UCLA women's basketball coach Corey Close after her team dominated South Carolina to win their first national title. ESPN says the Bruins won thanks to their unselfish offensive approach and the suffocating defense. Senior Lauren Betts was named MVP. Lauren's sister Sienna also plays for UCLA. Here's their coach after the game.
All year we've been saying the talent is our floor, but our character will determine our ceiling. And I'm just so confident in their character, and that's what determined how they played today. Good to see you. Come on, Mom.
She got a big hug from her mom. South Carolina coach Dawn Staley gave all the credit to UCLA. Meanwhile, Staley was asked about this heated moment with UConn's coach after Friday's game. She said she'll discuss it some other time, saying she doesn't want to take away from UCLA's moment in the spotlight. Next, a Domino's delivery man getting the tip of a lifetime for his act of kindness.
Well deserved, I'd say. Dan Simpson was dropping off an order in Boise, Idaho, when he realized his Domino's location was out of the Diet Coke the customer wanted. So he stopped at a store to buy the soda himself in order to complete the delivery.
The customer was so grateful, he posted a video on TikTok. And now people have raised more than $60,000 for Dan, who's about to retire.
Next, an Easter cake rattled customers at a bakery in Detroit.
The lamb cake was so scary with bulging eyes and crooked teeth that customers called in to express concern. The bakery says it was an April Fool's joke, but now it's planning to sell a real version. Today is the annual Easter egg roll at the White House, where 150 live chicks will join the fun. They spent the night in luxury at the same hotel that hosts the turkeys who get a presidential pardon on Thanksgiving. The chicks will be part of an exhibit on the South Lawn. And finally, the world's most famous bald eagles are celebrating 2 new arrivals.
Jackie and Shadow have welcomed 2 new eaglets to their Southern California nest. They'll be named by some local third graders.
Top headlines next. Checking more top stories, Iran and the U.S. have received a proposal for a 45-day ceasefire that would reopen the Strait of Hormuz. The draft proposal is from Egyptian, Pakistani, and Turkish mediators. There was no immediate response. President Trump has threatened to blow up Iran's bridges and power plants unless it opens the Strait of Hormuz by tomorrow night.
It's a monumental day in space as the Artemis II astronauts fly around the far side of the moon this afternoon. During the flyby, the crew will take pictures of parts of the moon never seen by the naked eye.
A suspected drunk driver was arrested in Louisiana, accused of plowing his car into a crowd at a festival. More than a dozen people were injured, some critically.
Michigan is a big favorite to beat UConn tonight and win its first men's basketball national title since 1989. It'll be UConn's 3rd championship game in 4 years.
Today's weather, chilly in the northeast, rain for parts of the south and the plains and the southwest, several inches of snow in the upper Midwest.
And finally, some teenagers hitting the road.
Danny New shows us why.
In March, many medical students may have matched with their future residencies. But across the country, hundreds of high schoolers also just matched with their destinations for a growing national travel program.
Yeah, I just want to get out. I want to see something different. I want new perspectives.
Tristan here is one of more than 700 graduating seniors who will be traveling this summer with a nonprofit called American Exchange Project.
New Jersey.
In more than 80 communities, students will be traveling with about a dozen others to experience another culture and corner of the U.S. for a week. For example, Tristan is from the plains of Lawrence, Kansas, but this July, he'll be exploring the deserts of Waddell, Arizona.
And when you saw that, what'd you think?
I thought, this is going to be way different than Lawrence.
Meanwhile, I also spoke with now college sophomore Jessica Oze, who traveled from Maryland to Alaska after her senior year.
Domestic exchange, in my opinion, is just as valuable as an international exchange.
Jessica says she was motivated after her father, who was born in Ghana, did a similar exchange program in Michigan when he was growing up.
He's boasted about it my whole life. So when I came across American Exchange Project, I knew I had to do it.
Next thing you know, Jessica is hiking a glacier.
I had to pinch myself. I'm like, there's no way this is real. Like, I'm hiking up a glacier right now with these people that I just met.
However, Jessica says the perspective she gained from this program was not just about terrain.
I would say that it helped me open my eyes to the fact that we have so many surface level differences, but despite those, we're all so similar to one another.
By the way, guys, this was both for Jessica and Tristan their first time ever flying solo on a plane, and Jessica says this leap of faith really helped boost her confidence for college a few months later.
I love it. Such a cool program. Right. What an experience. That's your Good Morning America First Look.
Have a great day.